Good morning, Pickens County. Ken Roper here at our second center that we've reopened and reinvigorated as a part of our Sustainable Routes Initiative. You will see many changes here at what we used to call the Best Pack Center, but Best Pack was an old name of an old company that had nothing to do with anything anymore. So we've renamed it. You'll see here on the sign, this is the Fars Bridge Recycling Center. I appreciate a lot of you giving us feedback on what you kind of already call it, and many of you already call this the one off Fars Bridge Road. So we're here this morning to go through some of the changes. Remember, as always, that a county decal is required to use this facility. No commercial vehicles, no trailers longer than 10 feet, no enclosed trailers, no box trucks. This is for regular citizens of Pickens County to take care of their residential needs. It's not for any commercial. But also remember to target or ticket unsecured loads are illegal. If you see somebody riding around with an unsecured load and trash is going all over our beautiful natural environment, you can call 1-877-7-LITTER and report that. We have code enforcement officers working for Pickens County, litter enforcement guys that can take care of that. So this is the new sign showing Fars Bridge Road. We're going to walk through the center and show you some of the ways that you can think about arranging your car. One of the first things you'll notice is that there's a designated drive-through lane. This is the place with the green arrows that is where you will drive if you're not pulled off disposing of items. So if the person in front of you is disposing of items, you've got a drive-through lane to go around them and get to where you need to go. There's also these traffic delineators, which are here to keep people from crossing traffic streams. These are here for safety as well. As you come down into the Fars Bridge Road Center, you'll see that there's an area for you to pull off to the right. There's also speed bumps and a crosswalk. Watch for our attendants. Safety is our job one. But there's an area for you to pull off, and the first thing that you're going to see here at this center is that you have your plastic recyclables, your aluminums, and your e-waste all are right here. So when you're thinking about loading your car, the last thing you should put in your car for the Fars Bridge Center is your plastics, your aluminum, your e-waste. And those will all be safely where you can pull off to the right-hand side of the road and unload those, and then continue along into the rest of the center. So as you come into the Fars Bridge Road Center and you pass through the recycling area, you'll then come around the curve and up the hill. You stay to the right to drive through, but there's an extended unloading zone here, the yellow area, where you can, if you're in line behind a trailer or someone with a truck that's unloading brown goods, keep in mind that if you're unloading brown goods and you need to pull over into the concrete area, you can do that. Or if you have mobility issues, you can pull over into the concrete area, but most people should stay in the unloading zone area. That's what it's designed for. Get rid of your brown goods here. That would be your furniture, wheelbarrow load of grass clippings or brush, other things like that are more household items that you need to dispose of that aren't otherwise recyclable. Next up at our Fars Bridge Road Center is metal. And when we're talking about metal, we're talking about like soup cans, scrap metal, small appliances, things like that, but not aluminum cans. The aluminum cans go back, as we talked before, down there in the recycling area. So this is for more metal items, but you can put things like soup cans here as well in Fars Bridge Road. Next at Fars Bridge Road, you come to the area for tires. And remember, the tires area in most of the centers is going to be directly across from the camera. And the reason for that is that the tire disposal is meant for the individual. So if you've got one tire, two tires, up to 4 tires, you can dispose of them here at Fars Bridge Road right here, but this is not intended for commercial. So if you're a commercial tire shop, this is not for you. There's a whole system for that. Here's a gentleman right here taking care of the tire, doing a good job. You want me to take that for you? Next here at Fars Bridge Center is the cardboard. Remember, with cardboard, we're not talking about cereal boxes or heavy gauge paper. We're talking about corrugated cardboard. That's what's the best recyclable here that'll get the best return for us. So if you would take your corrugated cardboard boxes, break those down, it maximizes the efficiency right here at the cardboard. Next up here at this center is the household garbage. So you'll pull over in the yellow area, or if you need to pull over because of mobility issues or heavy loads, you could pull over on the concrete a little. And take care of your household garbage. Remember, one compactor will be closed at all times because we're preserving that capacity. When we need to change out a compactor because it's full, we'll be able to instantly open another one. That's the way that works. Next up, we'll move up to where we have the paint exchange and the motor oil, and we'll talk about the way you need to pack your vehicle. Next up, you're at our paint exchange area, where if you have more than a half full can with no rust on it, you can leave it if you don't need it anymore. If you come and want some paint to maybe paint something at your house or on your property, you can come pick up paint. It's for free. But we don't need any rusty cans. That's not allowed. Got a fella here trying to do right, but he's driving in the unloading zone, which I don't understand. Anyway, that's an unloading zone. The driving area is over there where the green arrows are. So we appreciate that. Over here is used motor oil filters, things like that. So what you're dealing with here at the Fars Bridge Center is you need to think about packing your car, and the very first thing you'll put in your car is going to be the very last thing you take out in this center. So if you have motor oil or paint exchange or anything of that nature, you'll put that in first, because as you're emptying your car, you'll realize that'll be the last thing that you'll reach. So for this center, first thing you put in is any paint you might want to exchange, those sorts of things, then your household garbage, then put your cardboard, then look at putting your metal in, your brown goods, and the last thing you're going to put in your vehicle, or the closest thing to the tailgate of the truck, depending on what you're driving, is going to be the paper, the aluminum, and the plastics that you recycle down there, because those will be the first things you take out. So we appreciate you, Pickens County. I hope this has been helpful here at our newly named and newly renovated Fars Bridge Recycling.